welcome back to our channel.
Hello.
Today we're going to be talking about the diesel heater.
It's the LF Bros, and it's one of the best that we've been using, and it's one of the cheapest and lower on the table with the LF Bros.
We're really excited to talk about this one because we have some crazy stories about it. So let's get into it. So Mr. B's already at the pump house. So let's go join him and we'll show you all about this diesel heater.
So I don't know if you can hear it right now, but it's just nearing the end of that ramp up where it starts to speed up the turbine and it starts putting diesel in. It's actually now, so this is pretty darn quiet. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's see if we can put the mic up to it and hear anything. Just that. It's not like in any of these other ones where you can hear the pump just going poop, 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 poop the entire time. All I'm getting, this is extremely hot heat out of this. Yeah, and the temperature right now is 7 now in here. We just turned this on about probably 10-15 minutes ago. It does have a little control on off, so whether you're inside or outside or around, but you can be a distance, I think it was like 50 feet to 100. And it's worked, and you can turn the heat up or turn it down if you're monitoring the temperature in here some way, somehow. I want to mention that this is a really good diesel heater to be using on solar. Before we got this, I also checked into that, how many watts it takes. And I have seen on our, so we've used a Blue Eddy. Sometimes they'll sit just underneath here. And we've used the Blue Eddy, and I had a ramp of about 210 watts. But then it eased itself down to like 160, 130. And then at one point it was literally just like 30 watts, 116 exactly the entire time. And yeah, there was like no wattage. It was running really, really efficiently, I found. And yeah, and it's 99% clean burn right now. And yeah, so we have our connectors. We have the box right here. It's all, yeah, I know it's a negative and a positive where you just twist and connect it on the back of here. Do you think you'd be able to show that? Just right on the back of here? At all? Yeah, there you go. So it's the negative and positives, and they are twist. You twist them on, and I know some people might have gripes that we're in the 20th century and we're using twist locks, but it's honestly not a big deal. I don't find it a big deal. It's gonna be sitting here, it's gonna be sitting underwear, but you can switch this between whether it's this or whether you have the unit that hooks up to a battery. So haven't found any problems like that. I'm not going to gripe about that at all. And the cap up here too that they added on for this new generation, nothing leaks inside. Yeah, and then you got the exhaust that's in there, and you got the pipe for the heat. You probably might want to upgrade that. It's kind of, once you bend it, it's going to be bent like that forever, but it's not cheap stuff. You can get new pipes that don't have a high price tag and replace them. And then yeah, you got the handles that will fold down and they fold up, and these actually kind of, they got a, you can really, when they're locked in, they actually like lock in. So when you go there and they lock, it's really, really nice. Really strong handles and well balanced. And yeah, it's got all your conversions right here if you ever needed them. And this is the lowest, I would say, of their modules, computers, display, and it's not bad. It tells you everything you need to know. If your pump isn't working, it'll turn off. If your glow plugs aren't working, it's going to let you know. If you're not getting a burn on the display, you'll see that there's no burn happening, but your turbine's spinning. And yeah, and so right now we're coming to an end of the tank, and we got a red here. But when I fill this tank up here, I can literally come over to this button, hold down, and I got a choice of the 8 liter, 10 liter, that'd be nice, or the 5 liter, which this is, and now it'll say that it's full. So that's a full reset that you have to do when you put a new tank in on this. As far as that goes, everything's good. Like, everything's strong, and I just trust it. I've bashed it around, had it in the back of the side-by-side, had it in the -40s. This plastic hasn't broken. I don't know what the compound is of it, but it hasn't broken in the minuses, which is a new thing for things like this. anyways, that's it. That's all that I have to tell you guys about this.
All right, so first off, let's talk about how this operates and how it works.
So what you got is it's like a little turbine heater unit that's inside. You have your fuel tank, and then you'll have a pump, and you'll have your glow plugs. And it's just gonna pull fuel out. You're gonna hear like a tick, tick, tick in the beginning, and that's just it's ramping up. And trust me, don't just bank on that noise in the beginning and think that that's how it's gonna sound the whole time. Once this thing gets up to speed and the heat starts producing, it's quiet. It's very quiet. And yeah, every level that they have, the N2, the N2 Pro, the N3, and the N4, they're going to be quiet. So we have the one that's technically the cheapest of them all, and it's yeah, the lowest on their grade. It comes with the least amount of accessories, everything you need to get that thing running right away. It's technically plug and play. It comes with your whole pipe that you need. It comes with your little connector on the end so you can actually change the direction on it. It comes with an adapter so you can hook it up to the battery, or you can just hook it up to an AC normal plug like a 110, 120. And then you get your muffler and all your little pipe clamps, everything that you really need to have this whole thing connected either to a wall, a bracket, anything like that. You will have your whole kit right there for you. It's quite impressive, and it's yeah, good price for everything that you get with it.
Yeah, so we're just looking at our screen right now because it's actually always being used. So right now it's out in our pump house, not because we don't know what it comes with. It's just remembering all the details so that we don't get anything wrong when explaining to you guys what this all comes with.
I wish this was an unboxing, but it's in use right now. It's fully plumbed in, and you get to actually kind of see it in action.
Yeah. So that's basically the only reason why it's not in front of us right now is because it's fully plumbed into our
pump house.
So we will go out there and show you guys that.
All right, so this fitting, this doesn't come in the box. I get it because this is kind of designed for people that are going camping, people that are going ice fishing, people that aren't going to need this nice fitting or finishing touch on the side of their shed or whatever pump house that they might put it on. But you can pick these up in two different kinds. One is straight in, and the other one on the inside has an elbow, just depending how you want your exhaust pipe to hook onto it. But it's nice stainless steel, and yeah, this is a nice little finishing touch you can put on if you have this on an outside building. Anyways, just want to show you guys that, and that's our exhaust for the diesel heater.
So we kind of have a story of why we think this is that tried and true best diesel heater.
Yeah.
And it's not just us saying that because it's the one we have. This is an actual story of what happened this winter. And so I'll let Mr. B get into that because it's a good one.
All right, so long story short, we had the diesel heater and it was running in the pump house, and I had to undo everything and throw it into a tote that I customized for it to fit in with all the right hose for all the exhaust and all the air intake and the heat out. So I had to do this because our cattle feeder, like the water feeder, it was freezing constantly. We were minus 35, minus 40. Yeah, it's supposed to be heated and everything, or just keep itself defrosted. Yeah, it keeps the water time to time, but it just doesn't cut it in these really cold temperatures. So anyways, I just made up a little bracket that went onto the side and heated the whole thing up. And so what happened is the piping that was in there, once I had this thing running for a couple days, is the pipes just bursted. So it was a lot of heat that was in one place, and it was doing what we needed to do, and it was. Those pipes just weren't cut out for it. So what happened is the pipes blew, water filled, and they had nowhere to go. The water had nowhere to go. So what happened is it actually went into the heat pipe that you get with this kit, and it went right into the heater itself, the whole box set itself, probably about 2 inches. And that is enough for the connections on the back to trip, something inside to trip maybe. But either way, it sensed it and it cut itself out, stopped everything, and it just gave me an audible just beep, beep. So when I walked up, I heard that, opened it up, it was tons of water. So later what I did, I brought it back, gave it like a shake around, got all the water that I could out of it. And I mean, like, all the seals are good. Everything's in there nice and structurally intact, you know, in good, brackets. So I could move it around. You could whip it around. Don't worry about leaks or anything like that. That water is the only thing that came out. Left it for about 5 hours, and then started it up after that, and it was like brand new.
This diesel heater got full on flooded.
Yeah, flooded.
Full on flooded.
Yeah.
And all you did was just dump it out and leave it in our house for
let it dry.
like 8 hours.
Kind of like the old school cell phone thing. You know, you drop your phone in the water, let it dry, put it in rice, whatever.
Yeah, basically. And you just put it by our wood stove in the house and fired it up. It didn't like...
No, it didn't hiccup. It didn't anything. It didn't do like a weird burn off sequence or whatever, you know, that you'd think something like that would have to do. Or I thought what would happen is because it tells you how rich it is, you know, it tells you 99% that it's burning perfectly, like everything that you need out of it. I thought it would stay down in the 30% for hours, saying that it's, you know, letting more fuel pass by and it's not getting a good burn. Nope. It was 99% within 5 minutes of that startup. And heating
just
up.
went.
Yeah.
So basically that's the story on that. Like it works. And it works in the worst case scenario too.
Yeah.
So we're in northern Canada. If you haven't watched our other videos, you might not know that. And it gets cold here, like minus 40 Celsius.
Yep.
Plus there's wind. And so having something that actually works is unreal.
We had minus 11 last night, and I know in there that it was plus 34.
That's insane.
Celsius.
That's insane.
Like it was cooking.
Yeah. And that's just with this tiny diesel heater. It's
and you can get a bunch of different attachments, Ys, elbows, whatever you want for it, if you really wanted to set up a whole heating system inside whatever you're doing. So there are tests, and maybe one day I'll do tests like that too, but there are tests where people are running veggie oil through these things.
That's cool.
And they run, actually, I think, like more efficiently. And the heat is a little bit more. It's pretty impressive. But being diesel, I mean, some homesteaders may know there's a lot of things you can do naturally to create your own type diesel. And so these things are going to run even if you can't go get your actual diesel.
Yeah.
And
I mean, people might give it a hard time because it's China made.
Yeah, sure.
When we first ordered it, I got an email. It was a really nice, well thought out email just saying, thanks for ordering. We're a family operated company. And it kind of gave me a lowdown of what to expect, what we'll get. Yeah. So people might give that a hard time, but man, it actually is the best one on the market. Like even when you look at Amazon reviews.
Yeah, so you can go Amazon reviews, sure, but go, I think they got an Instagram and I'm pretty sure they got a Facebook, but follow them there and they will constantly do videos of their factory. Like,
that's cool.
Which is, to me, again, that's neat because now you're kind of getting not a hands-on, but like an actual visual of you will see these going down, whatever, the track that they got going on there.
Yeah.
And you can see them building it. And you can see them testing every single one. So that's nice.
So there's a few Amazon, like this one, Amazon customer. Arrived late, stopped working after 3 weeks, trying to get a refund. 2 stars. Okay, well, Amazon customer, we just busted that because it did take a bit to get, but that was mostly just the delivery driver problem.
That was our delivery, that wasn't Amazon.
There's another one here that was a 1 star that I was like, nah, you're busted too. I have to find it, but... Oh, Jack. After 2 months, so far used 3 times. 3 times already given me fault. Hopefully seller warrant this unit. The unit becomes so hard to touch. Seems like internally overheating. 1 star.
Goodness.
Jack, what are you talking about?
I don't know what Jack's talking about, but... I mean, I know maybe in some cases there's lemons, but...
That would be it. If you have an issue with this, it's because you got a lemon. That's the only thing. Because this thing works, man. It works.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'll get another, and I'll get another after that. Like, I don't see it. If there's an issue, if there's a part, you can get these things very, very quickly. Like, it's,
So I guess our final words are, we really like this machine.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's absolutely great, and highly recommend it.
Yeah. So if you have other diesel heaters that you think are better than this one, or that you would like us to compare to, pop it down in the comments below so we can kind of do a comparison between your favorite and our favorite.
I would love to. Yeah. Put them head toe to toe and yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.
A few moments later.
All right, guys. So I just want to mention really quickly here that we just turned this down, and it takes about 1 to 2 minutes for it to power down. And I just want you to know that sometimes you will smell just a little bit of the exhaust, a little bit of the diesel. And also want to throw in too is always make sure that you don't, as it's ramping up and you can hear that pump ticking, make sure your power doesn't get cut off. I would imagine that wouldn't be good for the system, because most likely is there's going to be fuel that's just sitting inside your turbine here, not burned, and it's probably going to you're probably next time you start it up, it's probably going to be really hard for it to start up, and you're probably going to get a lot of exhaust and fumes and whatnot. So yeah, it's almost done here, and when it's done, that's when you could unplug it. So it's saying off right now, but the fan's still spinning. There's no pump running, and yeah.
Let's see if I can get my...
Here.
Here, let's see if I can get this so you can hear it.
Yeah. It's really not much. I wish I had something to tell what the decibels are, but it's quiet. It's just like a computer fan running. And it's going to do that. There's nothing, you can't smell anything anymore, but there's just the residual heat coming out of the heat port. And yeah, it's just finishing it up. So at this point too, like I said, you wouldn't want to unplug it at this point. But yeah, once this says off, that's when I would unplug it, and you'd be good to go.
Silence. And it beeps.
Completely off, no power now, and now I'd unplug it and move it. All right, guys, just wanted to let you know about that.
So that's it about this diesel heater. Thanks for being here, and we hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Take care.